Hello, YouTube vinyl community. This is Edward, aka Prog Rock Tommy. Welcome to another vinyl update with also a CD that I picked up here recently. From this point on, I'm going to start calling my vinyl update videos and CD updates. I'm going to start calling it Odds and Sods. I'm a big Who fan. I've always liked that title, and I thought it would be is appropriate for me to use because I just sometimes when you're out there vinyl hunting or going to a record show, you just never know what you're going to come back. You come back with some odds and some sods and some good and bad, but overall, you come back with something. And so I just want to say before I begin that I'm going to start with records that I rediscovered, started playing again that I have not played in a while. And a couple of them that I notice in the YouTube vinyl community, I don't ever see too many posts from these two groups of the records I'm going to show. And then I'll show some new vinyl records that I picked up. But I did want to begin with something that I picked up at my Target store. Mine is the double CD. It's the Rolling Stones on Air BBC recordings. Now I have some unofficial BBC recordings or Italian imports or whatever you want to call them, but I'm glad that they made this, and just to show you a few of the photos inside. And it's double disc, like I mentioned. I don't know if you can see this very well, but here are the double disc. Nice packaging, comes with the booklet. Some really good stuff to hear. Some things that surprised me that they put on here was like, I'll give you an example, like Memphis, Tennessee, Down the Road a Piece, Carol, and one of my favorite songs that they do is You Better Move On. If you are into the BBC recordings by any artist, and you also like the Rolling Stones, I recommend this. The vinyl edition one's not within my budget, but I'm happy to have it in this format because I still collect CDs. That's the way sometimes I look at it, and my opinion is if it's in my budget, I go to what I can afford or trade for. So I have cassettes, CDs, vinyl. I do buy from time to time iTunes of albums that are a little bit out of my price range, and sometimes iTunes surprises me and they have them. But I did want to mention again that I'm just going to start off with some records that I have been playing here lately that I rediscovered. I haven't played these in a while. And this album and this group, I don't really see too many posts. And that's the group Jefferson, Starship, Earth, which is an album released in 1978. And it's been one of my favorite records ever since I first heard the songs Count on Me and Runaway, which I always like the song Runaway. It's a good pop rock song. But yeah, this is a really good album from beginning to end on Grunt Records. The next record that I almost was going to part with, but then I played it and it stayed. And it's a record that it's an earlier R.E.O album. I don't think I've ever seen this one post in the YouTube vinyl community, but it's R.E.O. It's R.E.O. Speedwagon. I've had this for quite some time now, and it's really a good pop rock record. I mean, songs that I like on here, Keep Pushing, Any Kind of Love, and the Flying Turkey Trot. One of their 70s albums. Personally, it is a favorite, and I'm glad I kept it. One that I got, and I got this a couple of years ago on a clearance, and I have the CD of it. But when the Beatles released those anthologies, Anthology 1, Anthology 2, Anthology 3, the one that I play the most is Anthology 1. It seems like I really like the energetic, the power pop song of these early songs that the Beatles were playing that helped them launch to having such a great pop single success and album success. These anthologies, excuse me, they are 3 record sets, and I'll show. They're put up by Apple. I don't know if you can see that very well, and they sound great to me. And like I said, I have this one in Anthology 2. Anthology 3, I'm sure somewhere down the line I'll either get it if it's on clearance or trade for it. Now I'm going to get into this small stack of new records that I picked up through trade or bought. A couple of, well, here's one. It's jazz, and it's my first album by this artist, Archie, Shepp, Mama Too Tight. It's a reissue on Impulse. Gatefold. And like I mentioned, it's my first album by Archie Shepp, and I really love this album and a lot of his work, so I will continue to get into more of his catalog. Now this other record that I got, I won it on eBay, and so I have 2 records. This will be the second record I have by this band, and it is R.E.O. And I didn't have this one prepared to take out and show, but see if I can remember how to open. Okay, here we go. But yes, this is a really good album. This one right here is called Western Culture, R.E.O. And I don't think it's a promo, but I don't know what press this is, but the label says Inner Zone Music. I haven't done research about it, but it looks like this, the label. But it's white, and I don't think it's a promo, but it's a cool label, and I won that on eBay for a good deal, and plan to add some more of their music to my catalog as well. Now this next one is an anniversary gift from my wife, and she picked me up Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars on Parlophone. Double album. Good movie. I do like this movie. It just shows how the success of the album for David Bowie in his career were launching. He was climbing up to success, and that's a good movie. I consider it a documentary movie personally, but it's really a good one to watch. And the song, a lot of good live tracks to listen on here, like Crap Actor and Time, The Width of a Circle. I like the way he does the Stones' Let's Spend the Night Together. Moon Age Daydream. Oh, this is good stuff. Glad to have that. I finally waited, and I got a couple of more records here, and then I'll end it. I finally found a nice copy in my price range, but I'd really traded for this. It's a King Crimson Beat, and Out of Discipline, and 3 of a Perfect Pair. I think the one that's yellow. Beat is my favorite out of those 3. So I'm glad to add that. It's in really good, clean shape. Now this next one's a reissue album that I picked up off of a website called Laser Edge or Laser CD, but they had a good deal for it. It's an album by a group Black Widow, Sacrifice. Heavy psychedelic, rock. Here's the inside of the cover. Crazy artwork. And it's very interesting. At times it has music that kind of reminds me of Jethro Tull / Gentle Giant. Well, YouTube vinyl community, again, thank you for taking the time and stopping by and checking out my latest vinyl update. Appreciate everyone's comments, and for those who subscribe, I do have a new subscriber, so that's really cool. I think when I get up to 80 subscribers, I'll do a contest. Well, I have like four winners in it, but only time will tell when I'll get there. You know, you get subscribers and then some leave. Hey, it's all cool. But again, YouTube vinyl community, Edward here, aka Prog Rock Tommy, and thank you for watching some odds and sods.